Big up the Mandem. Welcome back to Pitch Picks. I want to let you guys know today's episode is going to suck. And it's not because none of us got any points this weekend, aside from Maresh, but Chief has the flu, Za has the flu, and Arsenal season's over. So this episode's going to suck. Rudy, I know you're on a time crunch this episode as well.
I have important business.
Start with City.
I have important business to attend to, so I only have about 10 minutes. But I feel like it's important for me to come up here and speak as the most vocal, most well-known City fan in the world. And I just want to say that was not fun. But I will say this. I don't think there's much to say about City, honestly. I mostly want to say congratulations to Liverpool.
Yep.
They were fucking sick. Their game plan was just not have the ball, and then as soon as they got it, they just scored. Like, it was like they were just 2 for 2. It was just clinical. And in regards,
could have been 3.
could have been 3. Could have been 6. I don't know. It was just a sad thing to see. The beginning of the game, I thought we looked like good. I was like, oh shit, we're actually going for this.
Marmouche was buzzing too.
Marmouche was buzzing. Offsides goal. That was only to equalize it, but that was a really nice finish. So that's a positive. That's when you know you're in a dark place, is when like goals that don't allow. You're like, but hey, that looked pretty cool.
Right.
Imagine
the one that went off the post and in.
Yeah, like imagine.
Super sick.
Imagine that would have been a cool goal. Before the game, I texted the group and I said Rico Lewis will blow this game.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you the lineup, and I said, what is he trying to do with, like, Foden and no Bernardo? It was like the midfield was Foden, De Bruyne, and Nico Gonzalez. Mm-hmm. And I said, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And you said Rico Lewis will invert, and he will blow this game. And then what did he do?
He turned it over, led to a corner, and then that corner set pieces. I don't know what's happened this year. I mean, we got a lot of fires to put out, so I'm not sure they even practiced set pieces, but they just did some training ground shit and just banged it around, and everyone was like, what the fuck? And it just deflected in. But yeah, Rico Lewis, like, I like him a lot as a player. He's a great player, but the role that we have him in right now, where he has to have like responsibility with the ball, every time he has the ball, it's like a 5-alarm fire. Playing the game.
You're saying he's just... Let me get this straight. I'm just trying to replay what you said. So you said he's bad when he has to do his job?
Right. Like he struggles on the ball and then is a liability off the ball.
You just said that he's a bad player when he has the ball. That's his job.
I like a lot about his game. Great player, but he struggles with and without the ball.
Yeah. When he's off the ball or he's in this position. No, these guys.
No, I don't know how
Jack
much more.
Grealish stinks. Rico Lewis, maybe he's just not good.
Maresh,
you're backpedaling to find an excuse as to why these guys are good in certain situations. It's okay to say
you want hearing me though.
You have a good eye for talent because you sell it well, but the ones you keep, it's because you can't find a buyer and they stink.
I don't know how I can be more clear, Maresh. You're not hearing me though. I said he's a good player, but he struggles with the ball and also struggles without the ball.
Yeah, so he is a bad player.
I don't know how I can be more clear.
If he played for a club that the media enjoyed making a circus around, he would get cooked into the ether.
Yeah,
but he doesn't. He doesn't play for that caliber of club. He plays for I don't even know what it is. It's just a made up team.
I don't know how I can be any more clear. I'm saying he fucking sucks.
You weren't saying it. You now are saying it because I bullied you.
That is not what happened. I said he is a good player who sucks with and without the ball.
Okay, but
read between the lines, dude.
You said the word good, and I wanted to make sure that
it's
our
called
listeners,
sarcasm, bitch. He sucks. I texted you before the game.
Knew.
It's called sarcasm. I texted you before the game. I said he will blow this game, and he did. Other than that, great player. And so
Kyle Walker at AC Milan looking like a good deal.
I literally during the game was like, who else could we have played it right back? And I was sitting there, I was like, oh,
Mateus Nunes.
Remember Kyle Walker?
I mean, to be fair though, he was getting cooked.
I know. But it just goes to show what I've gone through this year. Not to say that I've gone through worse things than other people, but I'm just saying, like, for me personally, this is new territory. I just forgot about Kyle Walker and that whole saga. Like, I was like, I couldn't even remember.
You mean the saga where your fans were photoshopping his face on the most historic terrorist of all time?
That was AI, and so bots did that.
Osama bin Laden?
Yes.
You put him at 1-1.
Who would you put over him?
Yeah, terrorist.
I have my number one.
Who's your one?
King Leopold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Good, deep. Yeah, that's a good one. A lot of people don't underrated. Well,
worse than Hitler.
But yeah, the game was just sad.
Killed 1 million Africans.
They were just so calm. Like, they were just like we had the ball and they were like, cool, all good. Like, No worries.
Yeah, that's the thing about Liverpool. I think they're infuriating probably to play against as good teams. United, we are not a good team, so we just sat in a low block, which probably pissed them off. They're not used to playing with the ball. Their counter press is lethal.
Yeah.
Them on the counter is just lethal when you've got 4 players on the back line who can put through a perfect ball to Salah. It is just hard to play against. They also went into that match with no proper number 9.
Yeah.
They go in there and they can beat you with, I mean, they have Ballon d'Or Salah on the right. They've got Luis Diaz causing problems on the left.
Super slice.
Soboslai causing problems in the midfield. I mean, it's tough to play against them,
Yeah.
Their quality side. And they won the league at the Etihad.
They did.
Are you ready to concede? Are you guys ready to concede?
I've conceded. After what I saw against West Ham, the title race is over. To all the Liverpool fans out there, congratulations on your 2nd Premier League title. Our season's over.
And I mean, absolute world-class, pathetic cope spin zone from Pep post-game.
What do you say?
No one will ever be like us. No one will ever win 4 in a row. No one will ever get to 100 points. Liverpool cannot do it. Look, they can't do it. Absolute. He's just in his head trying to do gymnastics. You lost the league. You weren't even for more than like a couple of weeks considered in the race to win the league.
Yeah, but he's not talking about that.
Probably why Rudy is the way he is. You just study Pep's media tactics
spin
and bring him
zone.
here.
Like you just sit there and say it. They're a good team. Yes, maybe is it in what a lot of people are saying one of the worst years in recent Premier League history. I don't necessarily agree with that,
I mean,
but
they're still
they
in
are
4th.
good. Who?
City.
Yeah, but I'm
Liverpool.
saying like a lot of people are saying that the league is over now, so it's a bad look for the league. And I'm saying no, the race for Europe is the tightest it's ever been. Like 4 through 10, all those positions could reasonably make Europe.
The thing that stinks though is the relegation 3 are pretty much solidified.
Yeah, relegation 3 and the top 1 are pretty much cemented, barring any crazy things. But let me let you in on a little secret. Manchester United are in this league, and the way that they're playing, anything can happen.
True. Yeah. And it also at least like the team quality like through the whole league is insane. So that's a positive. The only thing that I'll end with this on City, apparently it came out that Bernardo they're pretty much clearing house with all the OGs. Bernardo gone this summer. Kovacic, not really an OG, but Kovacic, KDB, John Stones, and Ederson. Very sad, but I get it.
Oh no, Sheikh Mansour is gonna roll out $500 million to spend this summer. I mean, like, why are you trying to play your violin? You're finishing
because I like the guys.
You're in 4th place, gonna get Europe. You might still win a cup, and you're gonna get 500. You're gonna get $500 million fucking euros, pounds, whatever currency you spend to spend in the summer. So like, what? You're gonna replace KDB with Florian Wirtz. You're gonna get God knows who else that I don't even know is available on the market yet.
Fucking veins, yes.
So like, what is the crying about?
I'm sad because we're letting go of some great players that won us a lot, but we're about to do a fucking money spread like you've never seen this summer.
But what I'm starting to see is that is Pep's eye for a rebuild that great? He brought in this Kusanov kid. I don't know. He brought in this Nico Gonzalez guy. I don't know. Only one that he's identified was Marmoush, and good job. You got the guy who's tearing it up in the Bundesliga. Great fucking idea, Pep. Let's bring in that guy. You're going to bring in Florian Wirtz. I don't know if he's going to rebuild this team to the same success that he had at the beginning.
It sounds like the Dabo Sweeney like transfer portal thing.
It sounds like
it's like, no, you got to recruit from high school. It's like, well, this guy already showed he's a fucking stud at Oregon. We'll just bring him over.
I feel bad for Maresh. Hurt people do hurtful things, and right now he's a hurt man, and I feel bad.
Why? I'm the only one. I'm the only one with a point this week, so I'm not that hurt.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a point. He has a point, but no lunch.
Yeah.
No lunch. I got no lunch. I'm getting fruit instead of free food.
Why?
He's eating one fruit for lunch.
It is just absolutely pathetic.
On that side of
what is going? I mean, what has gone on is that we're
poor man's club.
No, people are just like blowing this out of proportion. Also, how many other fucking clubs in the world are getting this treatment where they're just scrutinizing every single piece of business? Any business in the world, if they took losses for 5 consecutive years, would put in place cost-cutting measures to try and turn it around. The infection has been there. The Glazers have done this for years, taken money, bought this club on debt, injected more debt into this club. And in order for United to ever be back, that's got to be the thing that goes. Now, all this death and this debt and this black cloud has to leave, and it starts with the Glazers.
Wait,
Starts
so
with
they're
so the
cutting back
kidding-
team lunches?
No, only the first team is allowed free food from here on out. Everybody else will have to pay for food. They are instead being offered free fruit as compensation.
They're filling up the
Oh, so the guys making hundreds of millions of pounds don't pay for food, and then all the guys.
No, yeah,
making minimum
it doesn't
wage pay for
necessarily
food.
make sense, but you have to have
That's not like
incentives for people to still come and fucking play at this club.
No, I just think it is rich that United is.
I heard that they are shampoo, like when it gets low and you fill it up with water and it's like a shampoo bottle.
I hate when people
heard
do that with hand soap.
I heard they're doing that actually. Plastic silverware.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, like I said,
Plastic silverware might be more expensive long term.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a
you're
good
better
point.
off with
You
the
should email.
dishwasher.
You should email Man U about that because they
Yeah.
might fuck that up and that could set them back big time on the
you
silverware.
got to look across the board. That's what happens when you're in a
Maybe you should look at the
full-on-
shit signings instead of your kitchen.
No, he's right. You got to look across the board of directors, which is the issue. Go for the top.
They're all. I mean, the fact that the Premier League even allowed this sale, leveraging debt to go through, and then ban that kind of sale the next year, is the biggest crime.
Darn.
Premier League and the FA for letting that happen.
Darn. What you need is Elon
And then
Doge.
the Glazers are just absolutely. I mean, he's trying to buy Liverpool. If that happens,
Elon?
Yeah, he's been rumored to try and buy Liverpool, and if he does that, I pray for everybody in the world.
How do
Why,
you
'cause
think
they
he'd
would just
say
win the league every year?
Based on how he says USA, how do you think he'd say England? England.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be something
Anyways,
that sounds
that's my
like-
cue.
Thanks,
best of luck
Rudy.
to you guys. Sorry about you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about Miles Lewis Skelly. I hate to see that.
No, it's a red card.
Well, Bye, guys. Bye, Rudy.
I like those.
Are you ready to come to terms
What do you mean?
that the title charge is over?
I don't know. We'll see. But am I disappointed? Very. Was I so angry and disappointed to the fact that the rage that filled my body just completely took out my immune system because of that Arsenal loss? Yes.
So you got a little Arsenal flu.
I guess if that's what you want to call it. I was dead all of yesterday. I could not move. I didn't move out of my bed whatsoever. There's probably just like food everywhere in my apartment. I literally was weak as hell.
That's
I'm
different from another day.
what?
Is that different from any other day in your apartment?
I feel like
No,
you could have left the food
I'm
thing out.
I'm actually contrary to what you may think. My apartment is usually this spotless usually.
No, we
Tidy
didn't
guy?
say it's not spotless. We're talking about just food.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's never laying around. Yeah, I eat like crap, but I just don't. It's not just laying around.
Oh,
And-
but
and
you
it
had
is.
food laying around.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's laying around because I just did not have the energy to clean anything up. But yeah, it's same shit every year, same shit every single fucking year, and it's the same old. That's second 3 times in a row. Typical Arsenal. There will be zero accountability whatsoever at the club. We will start the season next season. After such a failure of a fucking season, it will still be the same faces at the club. That's both the playing and the non-playing staff after failure, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We give people raises. Wage raises. They meant to deliver, but they don't. It's some excuse. Oh, I got injured earlier on. I got this, and then when you're now looking for accountability, oh, handle them with kid gloves and all nonsense. It's the same fucking cycle with Arsenal, and I'm honestly sick of it. And I wish I was feeling better because I literally wanted to really just address everything and all.
Are you ready to say that Patrice Evra was right?
Who's Patrice Ever?
You ready to say he was right?
No, that's you. I wasn't even talking about Patrice Evra.
I know. I'm just saying.
Patrice
Are you,
Evra was not
ready
my
to say
Patrice-
that? Are you ready to say that he was right?
I don't care about what Patrice Evra says.
Netflix FC.
I
Always
don't-
waiting for the next
I
season.
don't care about what Patrice ever says. Honestly,
So that's a bar there.
it's
He kind of cooked with that one.
I think my
You just
biggest-
said that you're always waiting for the next season.
We are. He's right.
It's-
Whoever that guy is right. And I don't mean disrespect. I'm sure people are like, how do you not know? Is he a famous footballer or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Manchester.
surprise,
United
surprise. Nicky Smokes doesn't know ball. I think my biggest disappointment with Arsenal this year has been anytime they had the opportunity to control their own destiny, they shit down their leg. Anytime Liverpool dropped points, instead of us winning and getting 3, we would draw or lose. Now, obviously,
why is that so?
I mean, look at this season.
Why do you?
Every time Liverpool dropped points, what did Arsenal do? They never closed the gap.
Why is that? Why is that? These are the questions that we need to be asking ourselves, so we actually address the root problem.
I mean, we got Twitter fingers over there basically subtweeting Mikel Arteta these days.
Him?
Yeah, Twitter fingers.
You subtweeted Mikel?
What did
I feel like all of your tweets.
I want him fired. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, all of your tweets have been like, we've got guys we've got a guy in charge who's scouting goalkeepers for next season.
I don't think you understand how angry I am. It's just I am not feeling well right now, so I can't express it. But let me tell you something. I don't think you understand how angry I am.
So you're a Mikel out.
I want him. I am sick and tired. I am fucking fed up of the bullshit that goes on at this club, and I want, from top to bottom, I want the owners gone. I want the fucking manager gone, and I listed. You saw the list. Did you see the thing?
That was cryptic. What you put out there on the internet. You just put a notes app list of names out on the internet. I gotta see so cryptic.
I gotta see this.
That is who just is not good enough. Simply,
God,
no context.
It's the whole team. It's just a picture.
You can word it in what way you want to word it, but that is guys.
I'm gonna read the list: Zinchenko, Jesus, Calafiori, Partey, Odegaard, Mourinho, Jesus again, Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Sterling, Fabio Rivera, Ramsdale. Ramsdale's already gone.
Yeah,
okay.
No. It's.
I don't even know who Pablo Mari is.
It's all the people.
Fabio Vieira, not Rivera.
It's all the people that have been.
Vieira.
You said Rivera.
Sorry. Matt Turner, Tomiyasu, Declan Rice, Willian, Cedric. I don't even know who some of these people are. 6 goalkeepers. Zah, I feel you. It's deep.
It's all the talent IDing that he did. And listen, I'm very fair. When it happened, I was like, I'll give it time. I'll watch. If it turns out great, then perfect. We've reached the time for accountability. We have reached the time for evaluation. We have reached the time for accountability. That list is a list of players that Arteta has believed in, that Mikel Arteta has believed in, and have let Arsenal down, have let the entire fan base down. They have let him down. They have let themselves down. That's what that list is.
Now, the only one that stuck out to me, I'd say the 2 is Odegaard and Declan Rice. Now, do I think they've been great this year? No. But I feel like what they've done for Arsenal the past couple of years.
What have they done?
They've been quality players.
What have they done?
They scored a crazy couple games against Luton last season.
What have they done? That's
Southampton.
I was about to say. Actually, let's go through.
Were you not excited about Declan Rice?
No, let's go through that. Tell me what Martin Odegaard's highlight is that you remember.
Zah's a big Martin Odegaard out guy.
Really? I mean, I thought.
Tell me. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just. I want to know what Martin Odegaard has done for this football club. This is somebody that
this year.
This is somebody that is paid £250,000 a fucking week.
Zah.
This is somebody that is meant to be a talisman for this club. This is somebody that wears the armband for this club, and you're telling me that this guy can only play and can only show up when he plays with a certain player. So we bought a guy in that can only play when Saka's playing.
Zah, you've been dreaming all day of your number 8. You were out here in the streets saying that he was better than Fede Valverde.
We were saying he was one of the best midfielders in the Premier.
You said that this last week, within the last 7 days, you said he was a better player than Fede Valverde.
This season, what has he done?
I'm trying to tell you the words that came out of your mouth.
When did I
on
say
Twitter?
To be fair, though,
you're going up against the Madristas.
Did I?
Yeah.
But I was probably trying to troll leg or something.
I think my thing is more so I feel like it's an off year for the entire team.
My thing is, you're a talisman. You're paid to be a talisman. You're Arsenal's captain. You're paid to be a talisman. You cannot have an off season. If you have an off season, out. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Saw.
Declan Rice, the same thing. 120 fucking million pounds for a guy that just runs around. We had El Nini. El Nini used to do that. Why didn't we keep El Nini? He's doing the same shit that El Nini did. El Nini used to do that for El Nini, and we got El Nini for 20 million. From fucking
You're loving this.
From Basel. From Basel.
Look,
It's no big
you have
moments,
more
no
scar
nothing.
tissue than I do, and obviously way more ball knowledge. I just do think it'd be crazy to ship everyone out when obviously.
So who would you keep? You're rebuilding. They call up. You get a call from Josh Kroenke, and he says, Mr. Emperor Za, I'm handing you the keys. Who are you picking?
I
Who
am
are you
just
keeping, getting rid of. What?
I am so angry, and I'm just so let down, Maresh. I believed in these guys. I stuck my neck out.
You believed in Raheem
for these
Sterling?
fucking guys. Do you see now? People now.
Jesus.
Here's the thing.
Martinelli.
Here's the thing. It's
like those are the guys that I had beef with even last year.
I tried.
I could give Odegaard and Declan a pass for having an off year, but the other guys.
I try to talk about Arsenal, and everything I say is made into a joke. I believe in Raheem Sterling. Please. I believed in these fucking players, and that is what annoys me. I stuck my neck out on the line. It's fucking driving me nuts. It makes me sick. I haven't been able to. I've just been spiraling this entire fucking weekend. I am so angry at the state of this football club because I know for a fact nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change.
How many years is Mikel into this?
How can you buy 6 fucking goalkeepers? He has bought 6 goalkeepers. He has bought more goalkeepers than he's bought fucking attackers. He is about to buy another. Our first signing this summer is going to be a goalkeeper. That idiot from Espanyol. 7 goalkeepers is what this fucking guy is. Waste of money. That's a waste of money.
I can't sit here as the fair and objective, almighty power that be on the show and let you sit here and say this shit. You went on this show, on everywhere, and blabbed your mouth, flapped your gums, saying that it was all because of, what was the Brazilian guy's name? What's his name?
For Arsenal?
You guys,
there's Martinelli.
No. The guy, what's his name? Who went to Forest? That guy. He's not going to say it because he doesn't want me to say it. But you went, what's his name? He played for you guys. Edu. You said it was Edu's fault. It was his talent ID. That's why you were bringing in all these players. And now it's not. All of a sudden, now it's finally Mikel's problem that he recruited all these players. This is what we've been telling you. You are already eyeing up another holding midfielder for next season in Zubimendi. You don't need him. You could take the money you spent on Marino, Calafiori, and all the goalkeepers, and you could have gotten a striker.
That's another thing.
Bingo.
Marino, Calafiori,
both misses.
Neto. Who was that window? Marino, Calafiori, Neto, and then the panic signing of Raheem Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
We did not need Marino. We did not need Calafiori.
Oh,
we had enough defenders. Listen, at the time we did not need Marino. We did not need Calafiori.
You could bring
without Calafiori. We already have 4 fucking left backs.
Yeah, and you can use Lewis Skelly back there. They don't need that.
None of those guys were needed, and that's what he decided to. Okay, thumbs up on these signings. Thumbs up on these. Let's beef it up. You know what? It's and then not even to mention his salary. Arteta is paid £15 million a fucking year. This guy is one of the most highest paid managers on this planet. For what? Coming second 3 times in a row. Dude, Community Shield, so that Maurice...
3-peat runners-up is insane. 3-peat runners-up is insane.
So that Maurice can take the piss.
I will say this.
It's
you owe him a lifetime of gratitude for turning around the club. Turning around where your club was and what he was able to do and reinstate a culture of trying to be a winning culture.
I don't owe him.
He has completely transformed this club.
I do not owe him.
Remember I made the Gruden analogy? Tony Dungy cleaned up the Bucks. He couldn't get them over the line. They brought in Gruden, won the Super Bowl. That's what Mikel Arteta.
I think if the next manager, if it does happen next year, I don't think that he's going to get sacked.
He's not going to get fired.
He's not going to get.
He's not going to get fired. He's the lifetime Arsenal manager.
Well, here's the thing.
That's like where the problem is.
The Kroenkes being from America,
they don't. They
have a soft spot in terms of injuries with clubs or like professional football teams, like the Miami Dolphins, for example. They just, and I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. It's just what they do. Our fucking limp dick owner, Stephen Ross, is like, oh, everyone got hurt. We'll try it again next year. And then everyone gets hurt again, and then they try the same shit again next year. And then you just put these people in the same jobs. They don't get fired, and you wonder why nothing changes. And I feel like that could be the same case for Arsenal.
Yeah,
because like that's the excuse. He's gonna be like, well, I didn't have my squad the entire year. And look, granted to Mikel Arteta, he hasn't had his squad all year.
He doesn't have Saka. That's it.
No. Havertz gone. The midfield's been in and out every
let's
single
not
week.
sit here and like say that Kai Havertz is the missing link between you guys beating West Ham.
I'm not saying that. If you looked at Arsenal throughout the year,
it is a fact.
We haven't
Saka
had a full
is the player
squad.
you
We might have had a full squad three times all year.
That's on him. That's on him for beefing up the wrong part of the field. If he had beefed up the right part of the field, we would not have had as bad and as many injury crises as we did. We bought more defenders when our defense is fine.
Also,
instead of getting someone that can give a break to the one area where we only had one guy. We got rid of Emil Smith Rowe. We got rid of Fabio Vieira. We got rid of Reece Nelson. We got rid of Ed Nketiah. These are four, whether you like them or not, that's a completely different question. These are four attacking players. We got rid of those four attacking players at the beginning of that window. None of those four attacking players, these were four attacking squad players. None of them were replaced in the squad.
Well, yeah,
none of them
also
were
have to
replaced
look
in the
at
squad.
his use of Saka, the overuse of Saka, which leads to that injury. He was not rotating him. He was playing almost every minute.
He played every single game.
That's not sustainable. You're going to run him into the ground.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's basically all but done for Arsenal this year.
And that's why I want him gone. I'm just so sick of this fucking bullshit.
Who's the answer?
I've given him. That's not my problem. That's a problem for the club to figure out, and they better fucking find someone that makes us win, because I am sick and tired of. I stuck my neck out on the line. Maresh, if I were to show you my DMs, from COVID till 2022. The shit that I went through for this fucking guy, Mikel Arteta. There are monkey emojis all over my fucking DMs because of this fucking guy. I defended this guy like no one else. I stuck my neck out on the line, and I mean, I just can't keep doing that. I just cannot keep doing that. I would be an idiot. Just to keep doing this year and year. I am done doing this bullshit. I'm fuming. I legit. I don't think you guys realize. I was.
Well, I'm sorry you.
You saw me. I'm not a
troll shit.
Nah, you
someone
can
who
troll.
Experiences it himself. I'm sorry you had to deal with.
You. I mean, you saw my. You were watching my Twitter. I could not stop.
But I would be lying if I said that.
No, of course. Great. Yeah, listen. You take the piss.
Are.
You take the piss. Yeah, you. That's for you. That's for you to take the piss. I expect that. You're a United fan and all that. That's what it's about. But from the Arsenal, from within, as an Arsenal fan, and this whole bullshit of Arsenal fans gaslighting you. Oh, this is how you're meant to behave. Shut the fuck up. The relationship is between me and the club. I support the club in the manner in which I want to. I am not seeking approval for how I support from anybody. If you don't like it, you can suck my fucking African. Let me not
finish it.
But it's like, oh, you have to back the manager. Fuck off. Back him for what?
There he is. That's the real.
You were the only one who backed him.
I'm done.
There we go. You hear that, Mickey?
You're out.
You lost.
Arteta out.
Purrs
Glazer.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking hound him out there. I'm not gonna hound him. I'm not gonna go out there and be the hit all, be the front guy of the thing. But if you ask me where I stand on the fucking guy, I want him gone. because
Yeah.
it's been failure after failure after failure after failure that I get gaslit into fucking saying, oh, it's progress because we went from 8th to 2nd. It's progress. Guess what? Coming 2nd or 8th doesn't fucking matter. It's the same shit.
All right, well, there was also other games in the league. Forest lost to Newcastle 4-3. Forest jumped out to an early 1-0 lead, and then Newcastle scored 4 goals in 10 minutes.
That was crazy.
Insane.
I mean, I'll be honest. That game was on far too early for me to necessarily want to wake up on a Sunday for. But I woke up right after I
was
saw.
dying off Arsenal fucking AIDS that
Yeah.
Arteta gave me.
I saw that it was 1-0. I saw Chief going, Callum.
Yep.
And so I decided I'd open my eyes and give it a peek. And then I saw what happened, and I was like, holy shit.
It's crazy because obviously they scored 4 goals in 10 minutes, but the other 80 minutes of the game, Forest was the much better team.
Yeah, that's my thing with Newcastle is like they'll look good for short bursts. Like even when they played United, they won only 2-0. They should have won that game like 6 or 7-0. They have this problem with keeping their foot on the gas or being like ruthless like other teams. Like obviously there's a rivalry with Liverpool. But they come into Old Trafford, they go up 2-0 in the first half. They're going for another 6 in the second half. That's their goal.
Right.
Newcastle, for some reason, they like get comfortable with the lead. Understandable 4-1, tough to come back from. But Forest were knocking. They were asking questions the whole time. So I don't necessarily, if I'm a Newcastle fan, love that they let them back into that 4-3.
Now, Chief, what do you think of finishing top 4 now? Oh yeah, thanks, Chief. Forgot you're not here. So I'll ask you two.
It's dicey
because it is tight,
dude. It is dicey. I mean, obviously, lucky for them, City dropped points. Newcastle obviously get the points there, so they're knocking. City are right there, but they lost. But I don't know. It could be anybody. Bournemouth lost, which was another help for them. They had all of the opportunity in the world to put a bit of cushion in there, and they couldn't get it done.
And that's happened back-to-back weeks.
Like, how many times, realistically, is Bournemouth going to lose to Wolves in 100 attempts? That was,
4 times?
Yeah, just, not many times. Not many. And, how many times are they going to get a red card that's going to impact their ability to win that game?
Right.
Just that one. So, yeah, they kind of fucked it up this weekend, but he pressed the panic button before. I'm saying it is absolute crisis mode for them now. They have to start figuring out how to.
The difference between Forest and 9th place is 7 points, and then it tightens up even more from 8th to 3rd is only 6 points. They have City 3 points behind them, Newcastle 3 points behind them, Bournemouth and Chelsea 4 points behind them.
That's crazy.
Those are all quality sides.
And that's why I'm saying anyone who's like, oh, one of the worst seasons ever. Yes, if you're a United fan and you feel that way, so
or
be
an
it. Or you're an
Arsenal
Arsenal fan and you feel that way, I understand. But genuinely speaking, the hunt for getting into Europe is so tight, and we are going to see teams like Forest, like Bournemouth, like Newcastle, who haven't been there. I mean, Newcastle's been there recently, but like Forest and Bournemouth have not been in Europe in God knows how long, if Bournemouth's ever even been there. And that is what is exciting as a fan of just the game, is seeing these teams work their way through the system and create opportunity for themselves.
So you said the top 5 will go to the Champions League?
I think we're
at the
coefficient because we have the best success in Europe so far in all 3 leagues.
So if that's true, then I'm assuming 6 gets Europa League?
6 will get Europa League.
Okay.
Unless...
Wait, is it?
I think Forest will be playing in European football next year.
Wait, isn't it? If it's 5, then it's 6 and 7 that get Europa.
No, what would it be? 6, and so 8th gets Conference League.
8th will get.
Can you?
How many gets conference?
Chelsea
How many gets Conference League? 2.
One goes to Conference League.
And then 2 go to
No,
Europa.
1 goes to Europa, but if someone wins the FA Cup, then they'll go.
Who's your predicted top 4
and they're not in top 4.
Who would you say is top 4 right now? Who do you right now? If you had to pick, who
I mean, Bournemouth and Newcastle. I don't think Chelsea have the minerals, as they would say. They're not looking so hot right now. Bournemouth, albeit a disappointing result to Wolves. Wolves are a bit hot right now, and they were on a red card. I think Bournemouth are right there. Newcastle are very solid. City, I think, will drop more points. I don't know if they're safe in that 4th spot.
Okay. I kind of agree with you. So you have Forest out.
I have Forest sticking in that 3rd spot. They do have a bit. They have a 3-point buffer.
But I don't know. Like, their upcoming games are brutal.
Well,
they
they have
Arsenal,
Arsenal next. That's a W for them.
City. And I skipped over the FA Cup. These are just Premier League matches. It's Arsenal, City, Ipswich, United, Villa, Everton, Tottenham, Brentford. They have a steep schedule coming up.
Yeah, I mean, they don't end the season easy either. Then they have Spurs.
Last game of the year is against Chelsea. That could decide who gets the 4th or 5th spot.
Yeah, it's going to be dicey for them. I think it's going to be anyone who bet them to get top 4. I don't know anyone. But it's going to be sweaty for the people who did bet them to get top 4. It's not going to be as easy as we originally thought, boys.
Who do you think will be the top 4?
I gotta see that.
You got Liverpool, Arsenal.
I think those 2 are locked, 1 and 2.
I agree. I mean, we'll always be locked.
I think you guys are locked too.
We might not
You have
lock
a
two.
6-point buffer, and you're not as bad as you thought. You dropped points this week.
Maresh. Arsenal loses in bunches. We don't just lose one game.
Actually, false. Last year, they only lost 1 game all of 2024. It's the 1 game I went to.
Well, you lost matches in Champions League and
Arsenal loses
Cup as well. So
Arsenal loses in bunches. Don't listen to whatever this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Arsenal loses in bunches. Arsenal just does not lose one game. Wait, what did he just correct you on what he said?
Well, no, what I said was right. They only lost one Premier League game.
You have an ally, and you're trying to make him an enemy.
No.
And what I said was a fact. The only Premier League game they lost in 2024 was the game I went to against Villa.
Yes, adding the Premier League part.
Year.
Yes,
that's what I just said last year.
Historically.
Okay, name one time Arsenal's lost back-to-back this year.
Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, show me. Show me back-to-back losses from Arsenal.
Damn, what a sad state of affairs. You guys are lining up to show your own losses.
Show me the last time Arsenal lost back-to-back games.
Boom. Inter Newcastle.
Let me see.
Right there.
I said Premier League.
One. Brother.
And that's not a bunch. That's 2 games.
We play in every single competition.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of every single competition,
everything counts.
You guys got to go through Real Madrid at some point.
No,
everything counts.
Champions League's dead. Everything's dead. Arsenal season's over. I don't even want to fucking talk about them. Let's talk about Villa beating Chelsea.
Everything counts.
Rashford, back. Go.
2 assists. Happy to see it for the boy. I mean, I don't necessarily know what to make of it. There's 2 ways you can look at it. One, he's always had it, and laugh at Ineos, laugh at Amorim. The other side you can look at it is they were right. When Rashford decides to turn it on and try and give a shit, he is good. But this just shows how little of a shit he must have been showing, where Amorim's like, I'm going to start a goalkeeper coach over you. So this is what he does. He goes on these streaks. Zaz called it out, purple patch, little moments for Rashford. I will support him, and I wish him nothing but luck at Villa, but this is nothing that's too surprising.
The Chelsea goalkeeper has to be held accountable, too.
I mean, Robert Sanchez is absolutely awful.
Horrible.
Awful. God, I mean, they've wanted him gone forever. The fact that they have Kepa at Bournemouth, or is he at Bournemouth? I believe so.
Yeah.
And he is playing much better. That's a red flag. They've got like 5 keepers on loan at various different clubs that could be called back. That
they
are all better.
Do they still own Mendy?
No, they sold him outright.
Mm.
Him and Pulisic were like 2 sales immediately after that Champions League run.
And Cole Palmer's gone absolutely cold.
Yeah, it's ice cold in a different way this time of year for him. I don't necessarily understand what's going on. Is Nicholas Jackson that big of a deal for them where they're like falling to the pits of where they are? We all said he was shit. And now
I remember the first 2 weeks we were all clowning him.
Jadon Sancho, water has found his level.
You love that.
Because he's a piece of shit. This is what he does. He's lazy.
Who do you hate
He's
more,
always
Za
out
or
of
Jadon Sancho?
I don't hate Za. It's my brother.
You hear that, Za? Look at this. You guys can be
I
friends
don't.
now.
I'm very friendly.
Now that both seasons are over, you guys can
Maresh
be
is my
friends.
guy.
Mine season's been over for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Maresh is my guy.
I mean,
Chelsea, dire situation for them. I mean, let's see, what position are they in? 7th, 43 points. They could fall all the way to 10th this upcoming week if they don't win.
Yeah.
Midweek. So
I mean, you had the best result of the weekend, down 2-0 at home against Everton, who's been one of the hottest teams in the league over the last couple of weeks. And I mean,
genuinely, I could not believe that they could pull out a result.
Me neither.
Genuinely. Like, I tweeted out that stat that there were 0 players in the starting 11 who had scored a goal from, I just said scored a goal. Correction, scored a goal from open play because Bruno had a penalty earlier this month. But without that, no open play goals in a month in the starting 11.
Sounds familiar.
That is crazy. Should not be a stat for a professional club of any sport.
Brother, you're actually preaching to the choir.
You guys have no...
We went through that spell where the only thing we scored on was corners?
Yeah, no, it is, but we only had one other one. It was a one other goal, and it was a penalty.
I think that stretch you showed me with Newcastle and Inter was that stretch. I think we might have scored 4 goals, and it was all corners. Yeah, because it was 2 against you, and then we didn't score against Inter.
And now you guys don't score off corners anymore.
No, we just stink. We're just not a good
yeah,
team.
I mean, overall, that was a great free kick. Bruno, other than that free kick, absolute stinker on the field. Everyone who's like giving him like a 9.1 rating.
What happens when you score goals?
He didn't play well for the rest of the match, but like best ability right now is availability. I need everybody who can play out there.
You're in a different place of mind right now, I could tell. Like, you're at the acceptance part.
Oh, it's accepted, but we need to win games. We need to get to 40 points as quickly as possible because if we lose to Ipswich, that's a 6-point gap. That's close.
And that's not like unrealistic.
You want to swap Bruno for Odegaard?
I was going to say that earlier to you. I think Bruno would excel.
I'll take Bruno. I'll take Bruno a heartbeat over Odegaard.
He's always available. He works harder.
With a lot of fire in his belly.
He's one of those guys you love to have him on your team, but you just
Odegaard might be a worse.
Those are the best type of athletes.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a worse captain than William Gallas.
Jesus Christ.
He's just off one right now.
I mean, yeah, Højlund. We have to talk about the Højlund situation. 16-game stretch, no goals. That is awful. People are at their wits' end with him. I mean, I think we're going to start seeing Cheeto get starting minutes over him. I think that's the point it's gotten to, where you're going to lose your job to a teenager.
I wish I had the soul. I wish I had the power in me.
What?
Because that's my thing. The Højlund agenda is my thing. But
it's bad. It's bad. Xerxes, I will say that Xerxes starting to look like a proper footballer.
They fried my guy.
He is not a striker.
Miresh, you were part of the crew. You fried my guy Pepe. You fried my guy Pepe. I know that for a fact. Yeah. I know. Though I wasn't with you at the time, I know for a fact you were dancing when it was Pepe.
Oh yeah. But take your pick. Who do you want to dance on? We got Anthony. We got Jadon Sancho. We've got Højlund.
I mean, Anthony's balling right now.
We got a red card, so he'll miss the game against Real Madrid, the one everyone will actually be watching. Said he's not playing the fucking paella making crew out in fucking
nothing wrong with paella.
Mallorca. He's playing real team next week.
We got voicemails to get into.
Yeah.
You guys want to drop your takes? Obviously, hit us in the comments. But we love the call-ins. Maresh will have the phone number in the description. Let's hear what they got. Headphones on.
Congratulations to Liverpool.
You're saying that before the voicemails?
Yeah, because I know. They were tweeting at me.
No, they were?
Of course. Oh, Zah, we want to see what you say about Liverpool, this, that.
Hey, guys. First time, long time. This is Spuds, big Liverpool fan here. Coming off what couldn't have been a better weekend. Just wanted to get Zah's thoughts, State of the Union, on Arsenal. What the fuck are they going to do? And what's going to be the situation for Nottingham Arsenal game this week? Big midweek fixture for both squads looking to secure Champions League positioning. Just want to get your guys' thoughts on that. And you never walk alone. Fuck Man United. Fuck Maresh.
Thank you, Spuds.
I love how it says "fuck my ass" on the transcribe.
Thank you, Spuds. Fuck you too.
I think that was a call for you, Zah.
Yeah, no, I knew they were coming. No, I mean, congratulations to Liverpool. The Arsenal state of affairs. I pretty much went over it in the episode. And listen, since my captain ran away from the ball and was hiding, guess what? I'm gonna be hiding for the rest of the season.
All right, let me see.
What's up, guys? Long time listener, first time caller. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my guy Za. I find him to be annoying at times, but I love you, Za. Don't let the haters get to you. Keep doing your thing. Arsenal sucks, but you know what? I love your fandom. I love your passion. Same goes with Smokes. I love that doesn't shy away from the fact that he hasn't been a fan for very long. I think it's awesome. It brings a fun element to the show. But my question is, in terms of the top four, because that's really what I think is the biggest question right now with the league.
It's the only thing that's left.
Who do you guys have as your top four? I think Liverpool is the runaway. They're going to win the league. At this point, I don't think there's very many other teams that can really catch them. But who do you guys have as your top four?
What if they collapse? My God.
Za, stop. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. Za, we are not doing
What if they collapse?
Did you just see how fast he came back to life? The flu just left his body. I mean, honestly, we appreciate the kind words. Thank you for calling in. I know we touched on it a little bit earlier.
You see how fast he came back? Body.
I think my top four.
What if they collapse?
They're not collapsing. We're not.
Bro, they still need 7 wins. They still need 7 wins in 11 games, bro. What if?
We're not doing this.
Wait, I mean,
I'll end this show before we start talking nonsense. I'm not letting you do that.
all right, next game they've got Newcastle.
Win.
Again, we're losing to Forest.
They've got
We just lost to fucking West Ham.
And we are losing to Forest. We're going to lose the next game. We're going to lose the game after that. We're going to lose the game after that.
Okay.
Fucking useless team.
All right, give them your top four.
I don't even know who's in the... Let's.
All right, I'll go Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle. I want to see Forest in Champions League. I'll give it to Forest.
4?
Forest is done out here. There's too many games. Forest is done out here.
I think it might be GG's for them as well.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City.
What are you smoking, Crody? Man City in there.
He loves it.
No,
It's his daddy.
I don't know.
I'm going to go Liverpool.
Newcastle.
I'm going to go Forest because if Za really believes you guys are going to lose, that's a 6-point swing. If they win and you lose.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. Yeah.
I think you named 3 teams.
So Liverpool, Forest, Arsenal.
Let's see, they're running.
I'm going to go Bournemouth.
Okay.
That's going to be very wrong, but that's what I would hope for.
Is there hope?
Hit the next one.
There is hope.
Great call.
There is hope. There is hope.
Za, there's no hope. Shut the fuck up.
Hope.
We're not doing this.
There is hope.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
Newcastle.
Hey guys, happy with the weekend
Everton,
result. Liverpool still on top. You'll never walk alone.
Why are these guys all hits?
I have one big question for Jackson Michael. I'm just curious what phase Marnie slots in.
You see this whole
really hope I see
this whole phase bullshit.
Saka,
What
May
the
10th at Anfield, giving Liverpool a guard of honor. It would be one of the highlights of my life to be there in person. I got tickets thinking it would be the deciding game of the season, but I'll settle for a guard of honor, I guess, from
these guys.
London's Wonder Boy.
These guys
love the show. Big up the Reds. He'll never walk alone.
These guys that are going off about phases and all that. Listen, when Arteta took over, who did we have in Gates? I forgot who we had in Gates. Maitland-Niles was in the back line. Socrates was center back.
Bro had philosophers out there.
David fucking Luiz was center back. Saka was left back. Midfield was Lucas Torreira. And I don't know who else was in it. Was it?
What about Bellerin? Bellerin was out there.
Bellerin was Bellerin had been kicked out by what's his name?
Cedric Suarez.
Cedric was in there in the mix. Fucking Aubameyang, Lacazette, and all those guys, bro.
Like a blood clot.
We needed to clear these people out. These idiots saying what phase is Slot in. Slot literally got a team that's ready to go. He got a team that's ready to go.
What do you?
It's the most ready-made team there was, and then he lucked out by the fact that he had 0 injuries.
Still phase 1.
All right, let's see.
And people asking for Jackson Michaels, I was just way too sick to have that
My
fucking
question's
thing over
just
my
for,
face the whole time.
Jackson Michael.
You see, they're asking for Jackson Michael more.
Than there today because he got hammered. Zah got hammered over the weekend. What phase is Arnie Slot in at Liverpool? You'll never walk alone.
You can't make this shit up.
What did I tell you?
Rush taking the piss.
What did I tell you?
You can't make this shit up. What phase is Arnie's?
What did I tell you? They're coming. I told you they were coming.
Honestly, play another one. That was quick.
What's up, Liz? Love the show. Just want to say, want to hear what that piece of shit Zal has to say about Liverpool's performance this weekend. Not playing with a recognized number 9. We go in and kick the shit out of Man City. So, want to hear what that crybaby has to say. Otherwise, love the show. Fuck Zal.
Fuck you and your fucking team. I mean, we beat them 5-1. It's not like a fucking achievement to beat Man City now.
He's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, we also beat Man City. We also beat Man City 5-1.
Oh my god.
Not even.
Run that shit.
I can't believe 2 in a row. What phase is Arnie's?
Hey,
Did I not
Mike
tell you what was
from
coming?
Virginia. Just
They've been tweeting me all week.
Calling for all us Liverpool fans to call in, and what a weekend it was for us. First off, y'all lost right away. 45 minutes in, and you guys are already down 1-0. You guys can't show up. You guys had 20 shots, and only 2 of them were on target. You have no striker to knock in the 20 crosses you put in. You just hand us the league, why don't you? And then we're going to go right over to Chief and the Forest that are burning down. I didn't know you guys moved to California.
Oh my god.
This is ridiculous. And then Rudy, thank God you guys are playing as shitty as you guys are. Because we took you guys to town. You guys have a midfield that is basically geriatric at this point. Just get to the game, and we're taking home the title. Peace.
I'm going to be so sick what do they call it? The Guard of Honor?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be sick if I see Arsenal
When do
doing that
we-
for the first
Well,
time.
do you have to do one away?
When do we?
I thought it was only at home.
When do we?
You play them May 10th.
It's at Anfield.
Yeah, don't we?
I thought you only did the Guard of
I don't
Honor
know.
at home.
I don't know. We did the last one I remember us doing was actually for Liverpool during fucking COVID. Oxlade-Chamberlain.
I love that the Liverpool guys came out this week.
Yeah, one last one.
All right.
What a weekend for the Pitch Pick boys. This is Andrew from Philly. Obviously, huge Liverpool fan. Everyone on the show taking L's. Arsenal 1-0. Forest 1-0. Or Forest lost. City lost. What a freaking weekend. I know you guys aren't going to talk about it on the show, so here's my minute on Liverpool. 11 points clear, 11 to go. Best team in the league. You will all forever walk alone.
Proper cooking.
Yeah.
Proper cooking. We needed it. What's going on?
And there's one last one.
All right, run it.
What's going on, guys? Don't be fooled by my deep, sexy voice. I'm actually very sick.
Sounds like Zah.
And yes, it is part of that Arsenal performance that we just had to watch. All I gotta say is that they got 3 options. Number 1, take that armband off Odegaard, put it on Gabriel. They don't have anything.
That was one option.
I was just about to say, I was waiting for the other 2.
That was just one option.
But that's how you know that's where Arsenal has their fans right now.
Yeah.
He thought he had 3 options, but he really only had 1. Yeah, it's tough times. Shout out to everyone who called in. We absolutely love that. Let's run through this Matchweek 27 preview pretty quickly. All right, we got Brighton at Bournemouth. Let's be quick here, Zah. Who do you think's gonna win?
Brighton.
I'm gonna go Bournemouth plus 220.
Yeah, I'll go Bournemouth. Brighton are on fire though, so it's a scary pick.
It's gonna be a great game. All right, Nottingham Forest at home against Arsenal. Nottingham's actually plus 300 at home. I'm taking Forest.
Some fan you are.
Gambling. I'm not a fan right now.
Za?
We do gambling picks. I got to gamble.
You support your team how you want to support. I don't care.
No, I'm asking you who's going to win.
Well, he said Forest was going to win earlier.
Who do I think is going to win Forest?
And me betting on Forest might help Arsenal.
All right, Forest. I mean, something's not going to...
Yeah, Arsenal's probably going to win 4-0 now. Tottenham at home.
And it's going to fucking drive me nuts because it's all for fucking nothing.
Yeah. Tottenham at home against City. Shit, this game's going to be tough.
Tottenham beat. That's the one team they somehow, not won. They beat United twice this year. They've already beaten City once at the Etihad.
Yep. I'll go.
Can they do the double?
I'll go City. Now, I think Marmouche is buzzing. He'll give that back line some problems.
I agree, but I'm going to go Spurs.
Za.
Nah, City.
Last game, Liverpool at home against Newcastle. This would have been a big one if Arsenal didn't lose 1-0 to West Ham. Liverpool.
I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, they'll draw points.
Okay.
But Arsenal won't capitalize.
All right.
Can I just say something on the thing?
Ahead.
I know you guys were tweeting at me about this too. The Lewis Skelly situation, the most obvious red cards in the history of red cards. Craig Pawson is an actual criminal for giving that as a yellow. That was the most clear red card. The fact that he gave that as a yellow was crazy, and they had to be corrected by VAR.
Hey, that's what we have. What did the expression say? VAR, my lord. VAR.
All right, we're gonna end the show on that. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on Thursday.